alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. And now the New York Knicks starters. Chalmers is out there with Gordon. Then there's Danny Granger. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Boozer in at the power forward position. Well, something of a bounce-back season for Pau Gasol in 2013-14. Steve, with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, you know, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but scored better, rebounded better. Nice to see him show that he's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago.
The kick outside to Butler. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 3. And the basket good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you. And for Powell, with an expiring contract, trade rumors swirled all season long. That's nothing new for him. He's been hearing them for years.
Here's Gordon. No block shot on the way. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And stolen by Granger. Boozer passes to Jefferson. Now here's Rose. The fast break opportunity. Here's Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Butler's got his first points in this one.
And Powell last season making $20 million a year. Hard for the Lakers to trade him when they wanted cap space. In the end, he found a new home and a new start in free agency.
Boozer kicks to Chalmers. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Chalmers. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Boozer. 9 feet out. Nice touch on the bank shot.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher, he needs more than one guy to defend him.
Now here's Rose. Inside to Gasol. Good. Here's Chalmers. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Granger right side. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. The pass to Chalmers. Clock at 6. Jefferson is screen on Rose. Gordon outside. Butler with the block. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Rose back up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul. That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
He doesn't get the second one.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
The Bulls leading by 5. Butler against Boozer. And it's rejected. And here's the fast break. Chalmers leading the way. Gordon with it. Working on Rose. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Eric Gordon, a gifted scoring guard who's, Steve, been hampered with injuries throughout his young career.
Well, you think about his first 4 seasons, he's missed almost half of his games, and we saw some of that in Indiana as well when he was in college. But hopefully he can find his health and be consistent in terms of his durability, because he is a terrific offensive weapon.
And so here is New York. New York trailing. Boozer with the screen for Chalmers. Kicks it out to Gordon. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
And for Gordon, I think the injuries have also held him back on the court. A steady decline in the scoring efficiency year after year since he came into the league. And this was a guy that had tremendous potential until the wheels started to go south. Strong, explosive, aggressive. And it's a shame that he's been hurt as much as he has the last few years.
Al Dunleavy following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. And they double up Gasol. Second chance shot. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Gasol. Rose has got his second basket.
And for Gordon last season, his three-point shooting bounced back, but his field goal percentage still in the low 40s. Injuries perhaps hampering the explosiveness that he'd showed in years past in terms of getting to the rim.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court.
Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense, and his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big men as well.
Now, here's Chalmers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
And here's Rose following Danny Granger's three. Rose kicks it to Noah. Wide open look. No good off the front iron. At the defensive end, Steve, Noah's a key player.
Yeah, last season's defensive player of the year, Kevin. He gives you rebounds, blocks, steals, but what impresses me the most is his ability to guard on the perimeter against screen and roll when he switches out onto point guards. He's unmatched in that category.
Here's the break. The rebound by Mario Chalmers. Knicks trailed by 3. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Granger kicks to Gordon. There's the dish to Jefferson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Al Jefferson is the mayor of the left block, as that signature right-handed jump hook was virtually impossible to stop. Kind of like a one-handed push shot if you compared it to anything. But with his size and really high release, it's still hard to get to if you're defending.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. It's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And Jefferson can really palm the basketball. Big hands. And Steve, don't you think that helps his control on that jump hook?
Oh, yeah, no question. The ability to gather and go up with one hand, leaving the other hand free to ward off the defender. It's a big reason why he's got such a low rate of turnovers for a go-to scorer down on the block.
Now here's Butler. For 3, Heinrich. And he gets it to go. Heinrich's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jefferson is screen on Heinrich. Outside Jefferson. Gordon dishes to Jefferson. From 10 feet out. 5 on the clock. Some solid defense from Butler.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. I mean, just getting physical. Like, it feels like they've got every rebound, Clark.
Fires from the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Granger with the ball. He's picked up by Heinrich. Chalmers against Butler. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Some changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. And it's Brooks in for Dunleavy. Butler passes to Heinrich. Gibson setting a pick for Heinrich. And again, Chicago. No good. And Chalmers kicks to Jefferson. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Butler. Brooks outside. He dishes it to Mirotic. From deep three-point range. Knicks trail by 4. Now, here's Chalmers. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Boozer goes in. Some nice passing by New York here. Nobody near Granger. New York, no good that time either. The Bulls leading by 4. Brooks kicks to Butler. Gibson inside. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Gordon. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Knicks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And Stevenson's checked in for Danny Granger. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Well, Steve, right from the start last season, some upheaval for the New York Knicks with a front office shape.
Yeah, surprising move when you consider that the team is coming off a 54-win season in 2013 and the team's first second-round appearance in over a decade.
Here's Stevenson. Following the basket by Kirk Heinrich. Chalmers dishes to Boozer. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Shot clock at 6. Brooks, the pass to Butler. Hits it from three-point range. Butler's got 5.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Brooks against Chalmers. Out to the wing. Gordon with no one around. And again, New York with the triple.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Brooks kicks to Heinrich. Pass to Mirotic. Brooks again. It's Chalmers. Top of the key, Butler. Tries again. Gibson. And the layup's good off the glass. Gibson's got his first points of the game.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Okafor, he's checked in for Jefferson. Anderson comes in for Boozer. And Gary Neal subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Stevenson drives in. Butler with the block. Back to Gordon. Anderson a screen on Heinrich. Gordon dishes to Anderson. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gibson setting the pick for Brooks. And Heinrich has it in the corner. Up again. And it's Gibson finishing it off. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
He was a man on a mission down there. He wouldn't stop pursuing the ball until he got it up and through the rim. Well done.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Heinrich and Butler at the 2 and 3. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Rose in at the guard position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Gordon against Rose. Anderson passes it to Gordon. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stance for Chicago.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And another thing they've been doing right is converting a lot of second chance opportunities. I love the hustle and the effort.
Take a look at what Eric Gordon's been doing. He has 8 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
He feeds it to Neal. Now Okafor inside. And he bangs it home with one hand. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Dunleavy kicks it to Noah. 6 on the shot clock. Heinrich outside. Misses the 3.
Well, a breakthrough season for Lance Stevenson, the former second-round pick out of Cincinnati. He was an all-star candidate. Did not make it, but was really close. Improved in just about every category as well.
Now Okafor inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Okafor's got 4 this quarter.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Shoots from 8. It's rebounded by New York.
And Lance Stevenson was one of the most improved players in the league last year. Certainly worthy of all-star consideration. He upped his rate of scoring, assists, rebounding. He was fantastic as a rebounding guard. At 6'5", 230 pounds, he knows how to use that frame to get to the glass. He's gotten to the line much more recently, shooting a better percentage from the field. And he clearly is one of the up-and-coming players in the league.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And for Stevenson, you look at his career numbers. Steve, he's dramatically improved his field goal and three-point percentages pretty much every season.
Yeah, he just has a great love for the game, Kevin. A flair for the dramatic on the court, but most importantly, the dedication to strive for greatness.
Boozer, he's checked in for New York. Rose goes in. Stolen by Boozer. Gordon with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Back to Gordon. Boozer is screen on Rose. Gordon kicks to Neal. Blocked. And now in transition is Heinrich. Here we go. And finished off by Rose.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
And that one's good. Boozer.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
And it's Rose penetrating.
Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. He even became a partner and endorser for Chicago's top deep dish pizza chain. He does represent this town.
You talk about Derrick Rose's culinary interest. He's looked to change his diet for the better.
Yeah, he needed to, Kevin, because, you know, he was a big fan of candy when he came into the league. It's kind of his vice. He said he would eat up to 2 pounds of candy in one sitting. I mean, that's just crazy. But he's hired a personal chef. He's eating better. He's taking care of his body. And it's important, obviously, as you get older and you're dealing with injuries.
6 to shoot. Here's Stevenson. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
That's good. Gasol's got 5 now.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
And that one's good.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Derrick Rose has become increasingly deadly with his floater. He developed it earlier on at the park. Rose said, when we used to play in the park, there were no fouls. So that's why I shoot the crazy shots I do. Because I knew I was going to get fouled, but I still got to make the shot. His blacktop creativity is paying off, gentlemen.
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks. Al Jefferson's checked in for Emeka Okafor. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Gordon. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Now the feed to Noah. Outside Rose. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Rose has got 10 points in the quarter.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Stevenson dishes to Gordon. And Neal kicks to Gordon. New York moving the ball around.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Agreed. Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Yeah, they're really starting to put it together offensively, looking to build on this lead.
Stevenson kicks to Neal. Gordon goes in. Passes it to Jefferson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Yeah, they're making some shots now. Clark finally starting to make up some ground.
Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. And they will call over the back on the play.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kirk Heinrich. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And New York with a change here, too. Chalmers is checked in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Al Jefferson is really a unique scorer inside. He doesn't shoot a lot of free throws. He doesn't tally that many assists. what he does do is make shots inside while taking great care of the basketball.
And New York making a change here. Rangers checked in. Gasol is doubled. Dishes it to Dunley. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Chicago making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. Jefferson is screen on Butler. Stevenson with it. Guarded now by Aaron Brooks. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Bulls have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Well, a tough shooter, Jimmy Butler, last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
In the corner, Granger with it. Stevenson outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Chicago ball. Chicago leading by 5. And Jimmy Butler, a fan favorite in Chicago, taken with the 30th pick, Clark, back in 2011. And he really is a tenacious defender.
Yeah, he's a tough-minded, scrappy player. I mean, you hear about his tough upbringing. It's easy to see why he approaches the game with that fearlessness and determination that he plays with.
And the basket by Chalmers.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
And Brooks, here we go. Boozer with the defensive effort. And there's the 5. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his first foul of the game. In the bonus, will go to the free throw line. For New York, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, basically a middle-of-the-road type free throw shooting team, about 76% a year ago.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for New York.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
Granger passes to Stevenson. Good on the shot. Stevenson's got 6.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Brooks kicks to Mirotic. A three-pointer off the mark. And that tough defense by the Bulls here in Chicago helped them to 27 wins in the United Center.
Well, a tough defense can stifle a lot of teams, and the Bulls have that for sure. That's been the strength of their club for a long time, and when you add that to this kind of home court advantage, it's a pretty tough combination to beat.
Three-pointer, Butler.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Butler against Chalmers. Pass to Anderson. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Gibson down low. Jefferson is right there. Shot's good by Gibson. We've got 1:28 left now here in the second. And Chalmers kicks to Anderson. Back to Chalmers. Granger dishes to Chalmers. Tries it from 9. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 1, and the bucket from Stevenson.
Well, he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Brooks, the pass to Mirotic. Butler, here we go. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
And Anderson kicks to Stevenson. Jefferson, a screen on Butler. And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Chalmers. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Chalmers has got 4 this quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. Brooks kicks to Butler. Inside. Here's Dunleavy. And he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 1.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball inside for the high percentage shot.
And that one's good by Stevenson. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Knicks out front, up by 1. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out, and so far just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. He has 14 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Danny Granger, and Stevenson is out there with Chalmers. Then there's Carlos Boozer, and it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Stevenson, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Boy, they are coming in bunches for Lance Stevenson.
Gasol is screen on Chalmers. Noah with a screen for Rose. Gasol no good.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Chalmers dishes to Granger. Feeds to Boozer. Takes it from 10. Misses off the left iron. Here's Butler. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. The free throw drops for Butler.
You know, one thing you have to admire, respect, and appreciate with this Bulls team is they've had some really difficult luck with the injuries to Derrick Rose, but it was a no-excuse team. They never hung their heads. They competed, and they continue to win at a high level.
Back to Chalmers. Granger passes to Chalmers. Rose with the double team. 6 to shoot. And it's Stevenson missing. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Rose kicks to Butler. Back to Rose. Gasol against Jefferson. The jump hook. That's good. That's 7 points for Pau Gasol. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Butler with the block. But they'll get another chance. Jefferson dishes to Chalmers. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Granger. They shoot again. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Chicago leading by 4. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau worked with Clippers coach Doc Rivers in Boston for many years, and they remain close friends, often sharing notes. Rivers said of Thibodeau, "He's the best mind I've ever been around. People keep expecting them to fall, but he holds them together. It's his system, but it's more just his way. He simply doesn't relent, Kevin."
He makes his players believe, Doris. That's something they both share in common. Thank you. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Noah with a screen on Granger. Layup off the pick. And the basket good.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, you know, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Noah against Jefferson. Shoots from 14. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Yeah, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Butler. Dunleavy for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Stevenson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Boozer against Gasol. Boozer kicks to Granger. Gasol with the defensive effort. The Bulls leading by 4. Rose against Stevenson. Dunleavy the pass to Gasol. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Granger dishes to Boozer. He kicks it to Stevenson. Stevenson right side. Granger passes to Jefferson. Stolen by Noah. Heinrich with it. And Granger picks him up defensively. Kicks to Rose. Back to Heinrich. 6 on the shot clock. Dunleavy for 3. There's the bucket. Good. Dunleavy's got 5 now.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Mike Dunleavy, the former number 3 overall pick out of Duke, Steve, back in 2002.
Yeah, he played on that Duke team back in 2001 that won the NCAA championship. Played alongside Williams and Boozer. You know, never really became a star, but a quality player over his 12-year NBA career.
So for the Knicks, Emeka Okafor is checked in for Jefferson. Gary Neal comes in for Danny Granger. And Gordon subbed in for Mario Chalmers.
And Mike Dunleavy Jr. is the son of a former NBA player and coach, Mike Sr. Actually, I played against Mike Sr. during his days. And Mike Sr., the dad, was a 6'3" point guard. Mike Jr. at 6'9". Because of that exposure to his dad's game, Mike Jr. has always had great ball handling skills even at 6'9".
There's the pass to Heinrich. Gasol up top. Over to the left wing. Takes the 13-footer. Offensive rebound. Outside Rose. And he gets it to go. Rose has got 16 points.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those and this lead will be double digits.
And for Dunleavy, a really smart help defender, and offensively has become more and more reliable with his three-point shot here in the latter part of his career.
Stevenson drives in. Okafor. No luck. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Right side Gasol. Stolen by Stevenson. On the wing, Eric Gordon. That is good. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Rose kicks it to Noah. Rose dishes to Dunlap. Shot clock at 6. Rose with the ball. Now Okafor defending.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot, and then...
Look out!
Wow. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Well, with Derrick Rose out of commission last season, the Bulls again look to run their offense through Joakim Noah in the high post. He assisted on almost 25% of their made baskets when he was on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. Nobody near Stevenson. Another miss by Stevenson.
And Noah last season becoming the first center to lead his team in assists in over 2 decades. Tallied 14 assists in 1 game. I mean, that was the first time in 35 years a center was able to do that.
There's the dish to Anderson. Pass to Neal. Gordon kicks to Stevenson. And they double up Gordon. Back to Stevenson. Stevenson missing again. And Joakim Noah, the highest assist average since Vlade Divac over a decade ago.
And he became only the 5th center in NBA history to average at least 12 points, 11 boards, and 5 assists per game. That's pretty impressive, partner.
And it's Butler missing. Knicks trailed by 7. Stevenson outside. Out to the right wing. New York, no good that time either.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Brooks kicks to Gibson. Back to Brooks. That's short off the rim.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Anderson, a screen on Brooks. There's Neal with the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
1:29 left to play in the 3rd. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Back to Gordon. He dishes it to Anderson. And stolen by Mirotic. It's Butler that time on the assist by Henry. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
Here's Gordon. He's got 15. He feeds it to Stevenson. Clock at 6. Can they get it? And it's good on the way in. Stevenson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Chicago calls timeout.
Just a lot of disappointment for the Knicks last year and their fans, as many were hoping for them to challenge for the East title, but it just never came together. A fragile line between being a playoff team and not.
And the Knicks making a change here. Rangers checked in. Butler kicks to Heinrich. Mirotic sets the screen for Heinrich. Now the feed to Mirotic. And it's off from three-point range. Brooks against Gordon. Blocked. It'll count.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Can't get it to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double did. Knicks trailed by 10. Heinrich and Rose the guards. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Butler in the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Okafor. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and they'll shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol. And you look at the Bulls, a bit of a different look for them, trading away Dang. They amnesty Carlos Boozer. It seems they're shuffling the deck.
No question about it. They bring in the Spanish League MVP and Nikola Mirotic. They've had some good draft choices as well, so a lot of new bodies for the Bulls.
Pass it to Noah. Granger trying to get freed up himself. And that one's good by Noah. Outside Gordon. This is Daniil. Back to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Tries to save it. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Butler with the jam.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Boozer passes to Okafor. Comes up empty down low.
And for the Bulls, you have to remember that Derrick Rose is still in his mid-20s. So with his injuries pushing back the timetable slightly and a new luxury tax structure that's more punitive than ever, the Bulls opted to go a little younger and control their costs.
And ladies check in for Taj Gibson.
Mike Dunleavy.
The Bulls leading by 12.
And guys, you know it. The Bulls are a financially conservative team and probably the most reluctant among big market teams to pay the luxury tax. So they're trying to win and turn a profit, and until they're in legitimate position to win a title, you can't fault them for that. One phrase is called managing the business. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Here's Neal, defended by Butler. And it's Okafor missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. The kick out to Rose. Fires from 18. And the jumper is good. And the Bulls lead by 16.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
So for the Knicks, Smith checked in for Okafor. Lance Stevenson comes in for Danny Granger. And it's Calderon in for Gary Neal. Calderon kicks to Stevenson. Kicks it out to Gordon. Puts up the baby hook. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official. And what was really the big shock in the East last season, the Knicks failed to make the playoffs. This from a team many expected to challenge for a spot in the conference finals. Just didn't happen.
Rose with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Chicago calls timeout.
New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team values skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a B, billion.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tom Thibodeau was giving to his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Jefferson's checked in for Jason Smith. Knicks trailed by 14. And, of course, for the Knicks, a huge part of their value comes from playing in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. The business and media capital of the United States, you know, they go out of their way to attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
Noah with it. Pass to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Rose wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Gasol's in the post. Defended by Jefferson. They get it back. Rose attacking. Knicks trailed by 14. Stevenson with it. Butler covering. And Stevenson kicks to Boozer. Puts up the baby hook. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Well, Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Dunleavy. Defended by Gordon. Dunleavy kicks it to Noah. The 3. And there's Rose on the assist by Noah. And that's 21 points for Derrick Rose. Here's Calderon. Gordon dishes to Stevenson. Jefferson setting the pick for Stevenson. Feeds to Boozer. He kicks to Calderon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Chicago. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Butler. And the pass to Rose. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Knicks trailed by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Rose passes to Gasol. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. His 3rd foul so far.
Well, it started a few years ago, and it looks like it's a trend that is here to stay. Sleeve jerseys, once again, making their presence felt in the NBA. I got to admit, I don't see the appeal for players. I never like to shoot with a sleeved shirt on. It kind of tugs at your arm, but it sells, and that's the big thing for the league.
And Dunleavy gets it to go in. The Knicks have gone 0-6 in the fourth quarter. Disastrous start to the period. Jefferson is screen on Rose. Calderon, that's good.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Noah with a screen on Stevenson. Butler kicks to Rose. And the Bulls, another three.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Calderon against Rose. Here's Boozer. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official. You know that if you're a team in the East or anywhere in the NBA for that matter, that when you face the Bulls, it's going to be a battle wire to wire. These guys are coming at you for the full 48 minutes. They're extremely tough within the conference, too.
Rose dishes to Gasol. Off the left rim and out.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And they double up Gordon. Here's Boozer. New York, no good that time either.
Well, the Bulls just seem built to play against every other team in the East, and it's why they've made the playoffs so often and finished on top in recent years.
Back to Butler. Kicks it to Dunlap. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
And to add on with Chicago, last year they won 35 games against the East, which was bested only by the Indiana Pacers.
Well, that's more than Miami and other teams that finished above them in the standings. The Bulls are always a factor in the East, it seems. You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Calderon with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Rose against Calderon. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Chicago leading by 15. Rose kicks to Gasol. Back to Rose. Oh, trying for it. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. Dunleavy the pass to Gasol. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 17.
Love the interior passing. He knew exactly where to go with that ball.
Boozer with the screen for Calderon. In low to Boozer. Here's Jefferson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Dunleavy kicks to Butler. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. The baseline J off the mark. Rose against Calderon. Rose with the double team. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
Noah with a screen on Calderon. The dish to Gasol. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gordon with no one around. That ball, nice feed that time from Stevenson. That's now 22 points for Eric Gordon. And here's Rose. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Three-pointer. That's good. Rose has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this is by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Derrick Rose. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Knicks.
That free throw good from Gordon. And both free throws good for Gordon. And Chicago shooting well. They're at 45%. Outside Butler. Left side Butler. Rose kicks it to Noah. Butler dishes to Gasol. 4 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. The shot misses. And New York will come the other way.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jefferson's shot is off. Now Rose. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big